Welcome to our grand finale on how AI really works. Today, we're not just pulling back the curtain, we're going to tear it down. Because behind all the magic, there's a massive industrial reality. It's time we shatter the myth of the glowing brain.
You know this image, right? We've all pictured it. When we talk to an AI, it feels like we're connecting with this singular, brilliant mind in the cloud. And this illusion? Well, it turns data scientists into something like modern-day alchemists, spinning pure intelligence out of nothing but code.
But this image isn't just an illusion, it's actually a dangerous one. And here's why. A staggering 88% of all AI prototypes, they never make it out of the lab. They just completely collapse under the pressure of the real world.
So what's going on here? Why this massive failure rate? Well, it's not because the AI model isn't smart enough or powerful enough. The problem is way deeper. It's a fundamental failure of architecture and, you guessed it, operations.
And that right there, that is the core truth we're digging into today. The reason so many projects fail is actually simple. AI isn't some magical brain. It's an industrial factory, and it needs a colossal engineering effort just to keep the lights on.
Okay, so let's dive in. Let's walk onto the factory floor together. Our first stop is logistics. This is where we see how these systems handle millions of simultaneous demands without just, instantly falling apart.
To survive the absolute flood of user requests coming in every second, engineers build a system called prompt routing. And really, the best way to think about this is like a massive, automated, high-speed train yard.
So in this train yard, every single question you ask an AI, that's a package arriving for delivery. Now, the goal isn't to put every little package on the most powerful, most expensive freight train. No way. The goal is to intelligently sort each package to the most efficient vehicle for that specific job. It saves a ton of time and an absolute fortune in energy costs. In this routing system, it's running on 4 key strategies, all happening in milliseconds. It sorts requests by complexity, right? So it sends the simple questions to cheap, fast models and the really tough ones to the heavy hitters. It can also route specialized questions, like legal or coding prompts, to models that are experts in that field. The system even aligns cost with revenue, giving paying users access to the premium models, all while having backup routes ready just in case something fails. It is an absolutely incredible dance of logistics.
Okay, so the factory's logistics are humming along smoothly. But now it has to face an even bigger threat, the absolute chaos of the open internet. And for that, you need to build a digital fortress.
To protect against attacks, engineers don't just build a wall. They build a fortress with 5 separate layers of security. It starts at the application layer, scanning everything that comes in and goes out. Then the API layer prevents things like denial of service attacks. The identity layer makes sure the AI doesn't get permissions it shouldn't have. The data layer prevents leaks of sensitive info. And finally, the infrastructure layer keeps an eye on the physical hardware itself. So if one layer gets breached, another one is waiting right there to intercept the threat.
And here's the most brilliant part of this whole fortress, the AI bouncers. You have input guardrails that act like bouncers at the front door, checking every user prompt for malicious stuff before it even gets inside. And then you have output guardrails that act as bouncers at the exit, making sure the AI's response isn't toxic or leaking secret data on its way out the door.
So our factory is now efficient, and it's secure. But it faces this slow, creeping threat that comes from inside the AI itself. It's a process of decay.
See, unlike a calculator app that works the same way forever, AI models can actually decay over time. It's this thing called model rot. The world changes, right? New things happen, language evolves, and pretty soon the model's training data becomes this stale snapshot of the past. Its answers slowly get less accurate, less coherent, and honestly, sometimes just plain weird.
To fight this rot, the factory can't just rely on standard IT monitoring, which just asks simple questions like, is the server on? It needs something called deep AI observability, which acts like an immune system for the model's brain. It goes way deeper, asking questions like, why is the model hallucinating? Or is it misunderstanding what users are actually asking for? This is all about the health of the AI, not just whether it's functioning. So engineers use these metrics as a kind of early warning system for that rot. They're constantly checking if the AI is making stuff up, if it's contradicting itself, or if it's just failing to understand new topics people are asking about. They even monitor the basic structure of its answers to see if its digital mind is getting, disorganized.
But you can't just watch this decay happen. You have to actively fight it. And the solution is a living feedback loop. The system captures all these failure signals, like when a user gives a thumbs down, and it finds the patterns. It then bundles up those failures and feeds them right back to the engineers. The factory literally uses its own mistakes as fuel to heal, adapt, and evolve.
This whole journey, through the routing, the security, the immune system of this AI factory, it all reveals a profound and often overlooked truth about where the real power in this industry lies.
Think about it. Data scientists, they perform this incredible feat of creating the AI's brain. But it's the operations engineers, the people in a field we call LLMOps, who are the true architects of the factory. They are the ones who make sure that brain can actually survive out in the wild, making it safe, reliable, and economically viable. As our world relies more and more on these systems, we have to recognize who really holds the keys. It's the operations engineers. They're the ones who will determine whether these powerful AIs become a trustworthy foundation for our future, or whether they just collapse under their own immense weight and complexity.
So the next time you see that simple, blinking cursor in an AI chat window, I want you to remember what you're really looking at. You are standing at the front door of the most complex factory ever built. And the question is no longer what it can do, but what you will ask that factory to build.